Hey Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading for the 13th to 20th of October. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. Okay, Scorpio, I have a question. What are you eating? This sounds so weird, but why is it giving you indigestion, bro? I've been perfectly fine doing these readings and I'm like, get into it and I'm like, I feel like I'm about to get heartburn. Okay, or are some of you pregnant? I remember when I was pregnant with Charlie, it's just so random, but obviously there's something going on. Drop it in the comments because one of you guys, I know you guys are going to be like, oh my God, Char, I'm doing this, or I'm eating this, or I have indigestion, or this and that, because I can feel it. So back to what I was saying as I'm pulling out the cards, I remember when I was pregnant with Charlie, all Charlie wanted me to eat when I was pregnant with him was junk food. And like pre-Charlie, I was 113 pounds. I was so skinny. I like ate 1,200 calories a day. I was like basically like vanilla diet, like egg whites, tomato, or like chicken breast, salad. Like that's how I ate. Okay. So all this to say, okay, as when I was pregnant with him, I knew I was pregnant because I'm like, why am I craving greasy food? Why do I only want to eat burgers? This is so weird. And I feel like some of you have these weird cravings. So either you're pregnant or you're eating something that you know you're not supposed to be eating, but you're eating it anyways. And I'm looking at you. No judgment, just why are you doing that? Okay, if you're pregnant, it's one thing because you can't control it. But if you know you're not supposed to be eating that, why are you eating it, Scorpio? All right. Quite a lovely reading we have this week for you, my angels. Mercury is in your sign, okay, which I woke up and chose violence today. Not gonna lie. That Mercury somehow was activated in my chart. I gotta go look and see what was going on because I was like, yeah, you wanna talk shit? But Venus is in Libra and you got Venus here showing up. So I really like this for you wherever, if you're a Scorpio rising, then Venus sits in your second house, which means that you could potentially be coming into a windfall of money, financial stability. But, you know, above that, you know, if we look at the higher arching energy, 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, we've got the High Priestess Sun here showing up, Venus showing up. Even if there are some challenges, some obstacles, some discussions, some misunderstandings, you know, just stuff going on in your personal life, I feel like you guys are going to work through it, okay? Whether this is you and your partner, you and your parents, you at work, like you're going to work through it. You're going to figure out the solution. I also feel like this stuff is kind of popping up right now because it might be very karmic in nature. And so there's things that are showing up to support resolution. So it's like problem, time to resolve so we can move on, okay? Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposite extremes of life. And then we have adversity. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. We start off the reading with the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. Lots of watery energy. You feel very comfortable, very, very good here. We've got Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio energy, okay? If you are feeling extremely emotional and you feel like you can't control your emotions, my advice to you, okay, you find yourself crying, you know, or you're worked up, whatever, whether it's because you're pregnant or otherwise, it doesn't matter. But if you're feeling that kind of stuff, the one piece of advice I'm going to tell you is one, get to water, whether you're taking a shower, going by the lake, ocean, however you can really connect with water, okay? I literally, when I'm overwhelmed, I go into the shower and I let like the water from the shower head like fall on my head and I literally like sound like this. And yes, the water is scalding hot because I love when the water burns my skin. Probably not good for me, but whatever. To my skincare team, I know it's not good for me. I'm going to do it anyways. The Six of Swords and the Sun, though, tells me that if you are able to engulf yourself, drench yourself in water, take a bath, go to the spa, do something where you really are just connected to water, you're going to be able to cleanse whatever overanalysis, paralysis is going on and move to calmer waters ahead here with that Sun. There's going to be an opportunity for you to feel the dawn of a new day, rejoice, not feel so like, why is this happening? The Four of Pentacles, the World, the Devil. There's something here that's wrapping up. And I think a lot of you know what it is. I feel intuitively that it has to do with your money wounds, maybe budgeting, financial situation, jobs, generating more wealth. And if it's not like actual tangible money, it's the stability, it's the security, okay? It's that kind of stuff. And the Four of Pentacles, the World, the Devil, is really turning around and saying, where are you closing yourself off to love for fear of vulnerability and for fear of rejection and for fear of pain. The devil says there's a cycle here that's wrapping up around your fears, your addictions, your codependencies, power struggles. Think about like the lower octave of Pluto energy. Modern day ruler is Pluto, okay? Traditional ruler is Mars for you. You know, we think about Plutonian relationships or Plutonian themes, control, power struggles, jealousy, possessiveness, addictions, okay? And so Source is saying there's something here that's it's gotta give. It has to give because it's not serving you anymore. And so Source is saying, can we lean into the Venetian energy instead of the power struggle energy to finally obtain the ultimate desire, which is the 10 of Cups, right? We all ultimately desire 10 of Cups in our life, okay? Whether that's with a romantic partner or on our own, you know, whatever happiness looks like for you. Let's dive into your love reading. If you want to book a session, you want to join me in any of my free or paid workshops, sign up to my mailing list in the description box below. Don't forget to follow me over on Insta as well, okay? The Sun, the Six of Swords, wow. The Sun, the Six of Swords, King of Wands. You got the Sun 2 times, baby boo. Even if it's not looking like it's all roses, I think there's a lot more optimism, joy, joyful expectation, happiness, fulfillment to focus on, gratitude to focus on this week. Yeah, the King of Swords here to the Sun, the Wheel to the Six of Swords. Yeah, Six of Swords again. You got doubling cards here, and that's too many. And the King of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles. There you are. You know, ultimately in your love life here, sorry, what did I say? That's not you. Sorry, Scorpio. Ultimately, what I'll say is, if you are single like a Pringle, this could be a week where you're meeting people when you're out and about. So like maybe if you live, like I live by Lake Ontario, so disgusting, I know, never would swim in it because I don't want to have like a third eye or a third leg, third arm, and you know, I don't think. But you know, sometimes I run and I rollerblade by there, especially when the weather is nice. So if you do something like that, you go for a walk, okay? If you live by the ocean, I would literally be there every day, especially as a water sign, okay? If you're out and about, socializing, putting yourself out there, letting yourself be seen, you could come into contact with somebody. You could have a romantic encounter of sorts. If you are in a romantic situation, this is a really beautiful week for you guys to bond, spend time together, go do something that brings joy, happiness, something childlike. So like go to a theme park, go get ice cream, go ride bikes, you know, like something very fun and playful and juvenile in nature, but not from a negative way, just more like let your hair down kind of energy. It's going to really help you with navigating this adversity, this difficulty that you're going through in your life right now, because that's temporary. It's also part of your soul's growth. The focus here is to experience joy, peace, ease, bliss, and happiness, because you got the Sun 2 times, okay? If you want to book a session, like I said, work with me in any capacity or come be a part of any of my workshops, whether free or paid, it's all down in the description box below. Here is your quarterly reading to help you understand how to navigate the next few months of 2025. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. We will see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.